What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video. So this time we're gonna be running Shadow Swampert in the lead with Altaria in the back, and also Licky Tongue. So this is a little bit of a team that I kind of I don't know, kind of just put together. I was trying to see if it worked out, and at first it didn't, but then the next set it kind of balanced out. I think we ended up going 2-3 and then a 4-1, which you guys are gonna be able to see right here. And this was also done on my Twitch, so if you guys want to go watch these battles happen in real time, link in the description once again. So I do go live every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central. If you guys do want to go watch them happen, as they do happen in real time. But anyways, we're gonna see right here. They're gonna come into Cresselia, which is pretty bad for us, but they're running confusion, so I'm gonna go straight for the Moonblast here. And we're gonna see if they want to shield here. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield, that's fine. So now we can come to Licking Tongue here. Whatever they throw, it doesn't matter, to be honest. They switch out. We switch out. And this is gonna be a cross chop, but I have to kind of shield it. And I'm gonna farm up just a little extra right before we get to the double, and we're gonna be able to get to this hydro cannon, and then they're gonna switch out until they come back into their Cresselia, and at this point this is over because we're at the other hydro cannon, and this is gonna be enough to take it out. So yeah, I know it's another great league video, but I am gonna put a video that is the Obama Snow. It's just fun. Do not run that team. Really, do not run that team in the weather cup, because it worked the first day, but it didn't work the second day. Anyways, we're gonna see Skarmory here into our Shadow Swampert. They shield the first one, which is okay for us. And we're gonna build up just a little extra. We don't want to throw on CMP, because regardless if we do throw on CMP, they can live it and they're gonna be able to throw another move. So at this point, they can let this go if they want to. They end up shielding, which is fine. Someone build up just a little extra catch on the Altaria here, and we're gonna see what they want to do. The Sky Attack is gonna come through. It is not enough to even do half damage to us, but it's still fine. They're staying in, which is a little weird and awkward for me. Now I'm thinking, is something in the back weak to Altaria? Why are they staying in? And then we're gonna be able to charge up this Scar Attack to see what they want to do here. They do let it go through, which is bad for us. Now at this point, I kind of need the shield or get to this next Sky Attack, and I had to let this go. Since it's CMP, I had to let it go. I can't shield. So now just coming to Licky Tongue, see if Licky Tongue can get a nice start ahead. And in the back is a Medichan, which is looking pretty bad for us, but we're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna throw the body slam here, and they're not gonna shield, which is fine because they don't have any more shields. If we can get to another body slam here, we're gonna let this go. We need to let this go here. It is the ice punch. Good for me. So now we're at the next body slam. This should be close to KOing. We should be able to just lick down barely. And we're going to be able to lick down. They come into a Swampert here. Can we get to the move before they even throw? I'm going to shield this for sure because we're pretty much at the move. If they catch, then they catch. But if they don't, then this Swampert is going to go. But yeah, bye-bye here. We're going to see here that this it does KO, and we're gonna be able to win this, but they don't have any more other Pokemon in the back, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But either way, that's how it goes. And then now we're gonna see Shadow Swampert into a Cafable, which is not very too good because it's running Charm, right? Obviously, and then we're gonna farm up. We're gonna throw in perfect timing so we don't sneak in. They don't sneak in a Charm here. We're gonna charge up the Hydro Cannon. We're gonna switch out immediately because I do not want to get farmed down by my Swampert, by this Pokemon. So we're gonna shield here. They haven't swapped out, which is a little underwhelming. But then they swap out into a Sableye here, so I'm gonna go straight for the Power Whip here. Do they want to shield? We're gonna see if they want to shield. They do not want to shield, which is fine. So now I do believe I do shield. I don't shield. I called the foul play. Nice play on me. And then we're gonna build up. We're at the Power Whip here. We're gonna see if they want to shield this. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield, so they lose swap here at this point. They're gonna come back into their Charmer. I don't get the body slam off, which is bad for me. But we're pretty much at another hydro cannon here. I was trying to throw it perfect timing here, which looks like we kind of did. They didn't sneak a move in. We're gonna be able to get this hydro cannon off, and at this point, I need to farm down completely. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but we're gonna shield this first move up, just in case it is the moon blast. It is the moon blast. We're gonna try to farm down. In the back is the wish cache, and we're gonna be able to lose this because they're gonna get to the um blizzard before we even get to a move here, which is pretty bad for us. So that's looking like a GG for us, and they're gonna be at this blizzard, so we just end up losing. Yeah, a lot of wish caches have been prevalent. If Swampert, kind of not really, but a lot of wish caches. So now we're gonna see they're gonna stay into when we swap out into Altaria. They're gonna stay into their they stayed in when they caught, which is pretty good. So now we're gonna be able to farm up a little extra. I'm gonna let this go most likely, right? I don't want to shield this. There's no reason for me to shield that because if I do, then they get more farm. I need to farm up here extra. I'm gonna let this go because this is most likely weather ball, right? But I do end up shielding here. They're at the back to back. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna farm up just a little bit right before they get to the next weather ball here. And I'm gonna throw. Do they win a shield? We'll see. They don't want a shield, which is fine with me. So I'm gonna swap out instantly. In the back is a G-Fist, and at this point, this Galarian Stunfisk is gonna be able to win this game, and it's pretty bad for us because they're gonna Earthquake us here, and I don't want them to Earthquake, but they're gonna Earthquake, and we're gonna be able to get to this Body Slam, and I'm gonna bait, but most likely they don't shield the bait, and at this point, I just top left because yeah, I needed them to shield that bait, and they didn't bait, and then they didn't shield that bait, so it's bad for us. Now we're gonna see the party hat knocks out into our Swampers, so we're gonna farm a little extra here. We're gonna see what they want to do. They stay in, which is I guess good for us, but not really good for us. But we see in peace, so now we have to shield as they shield because we need to try to farm up, and we're gonna outpace them. But at this point, they swap out into a lantern, which is good for me because now I can go straight for the earthquake. And if they don't shield, then we just win this matchup. We do end up winning this matchup. They swap into their Noctowl, so then I go into my Eteria, and at this point, I really don't have to shield anything, and they can just keep throwing their sky attacks. That's fine with me. I'm not gonna shield anything. I can get to my sky attack, and hopefully, I could just Dragon Breath down. At this point, I want to make sure that I throw one Dragon Breath for the one wing attack, and we're not gonna be able to Dragon Breath before we get to farm them down, which is pretty bad for us. So now I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna come into my Leaky Tongue, and I'm just gonna farm them down completely here, and they swap out into what is Dunsparce. So I'm gonna throw the Body Slam here, and we're gonna see what they want to do here. They don't want to shield, which is good. I mean, not good for us, but they're good for them. So now we're gonna be able to farm up just a little bit extra because the drill runs are not gonna be able to do so much damage. We're gonna throw the Body Slam as we get it, and we're gonna see what they want to do. They don't want to shield still, which is not a good idea. Not ideal for me, but that's fine. So then the next drill run is gonna come through. We're gonna throw is exactly when we do two licks, and we're gonna see what they want to do here. They still want to keep unshielding, and they let me get to the next move, so I'm gonna throw the next move. If they shield, I swap out, and I'm not swapping out, which is a little weird. So then at this point, I just let it go, to be honest, and then I just come into um or shield this. I don't shield it. Yeah, I needed to shield that. If I wanted to win that, I needed to shield that, and I didn't shield that, which is very unfortunate. So, very unfortunate. So now we're gonna see Do go on into our Shadow Swampert, which is not ideal, but I'm gonna throw right before they even get to their icy wind because I do not want them to throw the icy wind before I throw my first move because they would do dramatically a lot less. So now at this point, I just let this go. If they do want to icy wind me, that's fine. I'm just gonna build up to the earthquake, but I do end up switching out, and I want them to throw on my Leaky Tongue. We're gonna see if they do throw their icy wind. They do throw the icy wind, which is okay. Now they swap out into a Skarmory, and at this point, this that game was over. So I just top left, and now we're gonna see Cofagrigus into our Shadow Swampert. Once again, not really too ideal for me, so I'm gonna build up right before they even get to a move. I'm gonna throw the Hydro Cannon. They obviously know this is a Hydro Cannon. That's fine. And I'm gonna be able to get one extra free move in. So I don't shield the Shadow Ball, which is pretty bad because I thought they were gonna throw the Dark Pulse. But that is fine. So I come into my Licky Tongue and they're staying in, which is a little weird. They're gonna throw the Dark Pulse. I'm gonna be able to farm down. We're gonna see what they have in the back. They have Chestnut, which is not too ideal for me, right? But either way, the Swampert is out the way, so it still kind of works out for me. They're gonna superpower here, so I'm gonna shield this, and I'm gonna count the next one, and I'm gonna try to catch on Altaria here, if I do believe. I'm gonna throw the move here, and we're gonna see if they want to shield here. Most likely, they're not going to shield, but yeah, they don't shield, and they were one away from the one Vine Whip away from the next superpower, so I'm able to farm down. They come into their lantern, which is not too ideal for me, so I gotta let this go. If it's a thunderbolt, it's a thunderbolt. If it's not, then we're in a better position. But they do go for the thunderbolt, which is bad for me. I'm gonna be able to charge up the sky attack. We're gonna see if we can get it low, but most likely we're not gonna be able to get it low. They're gonna throw here. I don't want to shield the surf here, so I just gotta let it go. I do get to the move here. We're gonna be able to charge it up to excellent and see if they want to shield. They do want to shield, which is okay for me. So now I come into my Licky Tongue, I gotta shield this move. I should have threw instantly, to be honest, but we're gonna be able to let go of this serve. And at this point, I just lick down, and I'm gonna be able to lick down completely, and that's gonna be a good game. So that is definitely another way to play it, to be honest. Um, Yeah. So now we're gonna see Swampert into Tentacruel, which is good for us because we are doing super effective on them. And they switch out into a Dragogy. And at this point, I'm just gonna go straight Hydro Cannon. If they don't shield, that's fine with me. I can swap out into my Licky Tongue, and then but they do end up shielding. So at this point, I do want to shield what is a potential Earth outrage. I do not want to get outraged here, and we're gonna be able to farm up a little extra. We're gonna throw the body slam here. We're gonna see what they want to do here. They don't want to shield, so that's fine. So at this point, if they throw another move, I can just farm down completely. This is fine. They can. I'm just gonna let it go. It is the Aqua Tail. We're gonna be able to farm down completely, and they come back into Tentacruel. So now I'm gonna throw the body slam here. I know it's not the power whip. Power whip is probably resisted, but I don't want to throw it. So I'm gonna throw the body slam here. I'm gonna throw next body slam, and we're gonna see that they're not gonna be shielding, but they actually do shield, which is fine. So now we're gonna try to get to the next body slam. We do get to the next body slam. We're gonna see if they want to shield this. Most likely they don't want to shield it. They don't, which is fine. So now we're gonna be able to come into Swampert here and then shield and then farm down completely, or we can go into Altaria. I can no shield this. It is a Scold. I switch out, and then in the back is a Scrafty, and this Scrafty is hard walled by our Altaria, which ends up winning us the game. So pretty good for us. Now we're gonna see Swampert into Dragon Air, which is not too good because these Dragon Breaths are really chunking away, and we're gonna be able to get to this Hydro Cannon here. We're gonna charge up to an excellent. We're gonna see what they want to do. They do let it go. I'm gonna switch out into my Licky Tongue. We're gonna see what they want to do here. They do want to throw the body slam here, which is fine. So they're still staying in, which is a little weird for me. So I'm gonna throw immediately before they get to the next move. I don't want them to throw another move, so I don't have to shield. And they end up not shielding, so they let it go through. And they in the back they have with the it's wireless, which is a little weird because they do resist the licks. They double resist the licks as being the dark type, and they didn't come into it, which is a little weird, but that's fine. So now my Licky Tongue is gonna go down. I'm gonna come back into my Swampert, most likely, right? Altaria. I'll shield this up, and then I'm just gonna farm down completely here. And they come into a Swampert, so I'm at a move. I'm gonna throw the Sky Attack here. We're gonna see what they want to do. They do want to shield, which is fine. So now I'm gonna build up extra. And if this is not a sludge wave, I'm in a good position, to be honest. So it is a sludge wave, but we're still able to get to this Sky Attack. And we're gonna see if they want to shield or not. If they do shield, I'm gonna switch out into my Swampert immediately. I'm gonna try to go for the Hydro Cannon. They do let me get to the Hydro Cannon before they throw the move, which is good for me. So now at this point, I do believe they just top left or they just whatever they exit out the app, either or. I do believe we just end up taking this game because they do end up just giving up. Yeah, we're gonna be able to take that game. So the next game we're gonna see Shadow Swampert into Lantern, which is very good for us. So we're gonna be able to get to this Earthquake and throw it as soon as we want to. They're gonna build up just to serve and throw, which is fine with me. I really don't care, to be honest. And we're gonna build up just a little extra. We want to CMP them when they get to their next serve because that's when they're gonna throw. And we do that, and now they have to call this bait, and they don't call it, so it's good for us. So now I'm gonna be able to get to this Hydro Cannon on the next Pokemon, and I'm gonna throw it. It is the Umbreon. So now I'm gonna try to catch here. I do end up catching here on the Altaria, so it's pretty good for us. Now we're gonna see what is in the back, or they're gonna stay in. They do end up staying in, which is a little weird. We're gonna farm up. I can let this go. This is just another foul play. It's not really gonna do too much damage to us, and we're gonna keep farming up a little bit extra. I'm gonna be able to get to this Moonblast, but I'm gonna throw the Sky Attack. If they do end up shielding, they do shield, but it is enough to KO. And they have a Medicham in the back, which is good for me. So now I can shield this, and I could just Sky Attack, but I don't end up shielding it. It is a Power Punch, and we're gonna be able to get to this Sky Attack, which is good for me. So they do end up shielding here at this point, and we're gonna try to get to another one, but they end up letting us get to another one before they end up farming down. So at this point, this game is pretty much over for them. We're at another Hydro Cannon here, and this should be enough to KO at this point, and we're gonna be able to take that game. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed these battles, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing shout outs, but I just need the channel to grow a little bit more and get more people interacting. Once we do get that, I will give you guys some shout outs because I really do appreciate you guys being here and watching these videos. So once again, if you guys did like the videos, they are done in my Twitch, link in the description. I go live every Monday through Friday, and I will see you guys on the next video.